We have the speaker.
All right. So good morning and welcome to another exciting meeting of Sattvic Toastmasters for Healthy Living. I'm Toastmaster Amarnath, your sergeant at arms for today's meeting. At Sattvic Toastmasters, we strive to inspire and professional growth, all the while embracing a holistic approach to living. Let us take a moment to remind ourselves of the mission that guides us. The mission of Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, result in greater self-confidence and personal growth. To ensure that our meeting runs seamlessly and enjoyable for everyone, please keep the following ground rules in mind. Speakers are encouraged to employ caution when you speaking any references to sensitive topics such as politics, sex, or religion during the meeting. Please turn on your camera and also put your microphone is on mute if you are not speaking. Kindly rename yourself with the role prefix to your name. If you are a guest, may I request you kindly to prefix guest in front of your names. Our club Sattvic Toastmasters for Healthy Living is focused on wellness and healthy living, and that we take any information which is shared here with thoughtful consideration. Please remember that any or all the information shared in this meeting is general knowledge purpose and only the educational purpose. It is not a professional medical advice. So if you are considering any actions based on what we have shared here, we encourage you to consult a qualified medical professional. Your health decisions are your responsibility. Without any further delay, let me invite our presiding officer for today, Toastmaster Vikram, to the podium for his opening address. So he's a corporate employee currently working as a technology manager for Otis Elevators in Hyderabad. He's a TEDx speaker as well as an author of a book, You Can Transform. The virtual podium is yours, Vikram. Thank you.
Good morning and welcome everyone for our Sattvic Toastmasters meeting. Thank you so much, Amar, for that lovely introduction. And I'll be the presiding officer for today. So as a presiding officer, I will announce the club mission. Along with that, I will be inviting our guests who have joined this meeting today. So the mission of our club, which is Sattvic Toastmasters, is we focus on leading a Sattvic healthy lifestyle. We focus on healing and research related topics related to healthy living. We have debates and panel discussions and a lot of such meetings happening in this forum, all focused on Sattvic and healthy lifestyle. We focus on intercultural experience, interpersonal communication, storytelling, critical thinking, communication development, and overall leadership development as well. So this is a brief introduction about our Sattvic Toastmasters Club. And I welcome you all to this wonderful meeting today. And let me see who we have at the guests. So let me now invite our guest, Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Good morning.
Hi,
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 Aaron.
everyone. Okay, so let me give a brief intro about myself. My name is am I audible, right?
Yes, you're audible. Please
Yeah.
go ahead.
So my name is Arhan. I have over 4 years of experience. So I have done my schooling from Telangana. Then I moved to like Northeast for my college, and then to Bangalore for my first job, and then moved back to Hyderabad for my current job. So yeah, that's about me, and yeah, hoping to have a wonderful experience.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. And
Yeah.
Aaron, is your first meeting of Toastmasters?
Yes, this is my first meeting. So the main reason I wanted to join Toastmasters is to improve my communication skills. So yeah, looking forward for the same.
I'm sure that you're going to have a great time with us. So stay tuned with us and have a great time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And let's move on to our guest, Abhiram. Hi, Abhiram. Can you give us a few introduction about yourself?
Hello, Vipul. I am Abhiram, and a very pleasant morning to one and all here. I have completed my schooling here from Vijayanagaram, and and I completed my +2 as well from here only. Then I have wrote my all competitive exams related to my further studies. Now I'm waiting for my counseling sessions to go on, and I am looking forward in this wonderful session to have my great experience. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. I think we have a lot of youngsters today as guests. So we are going to have high energy with these youngsters. Thank you so much, Abhiram, for spending your time with us today. And next, let's move on to our next guest, Sunil Govind. Hi, Sunil. Can you come on camera if possible and give a brief introduction about yourself?
Hey, hi. I hope I am audible and visible.
Yes, you're visible and audible.
Okay, so I'm Toastmaster Sunil Govind. I've been with Toastmasters for quite many years now. So I was a little curious when I saw, I don't know where I got the meeting link for your this thing, but I was very curious with regard to the name of the Toastmasters Club. And obviously, from that perspective, I'm here just to listen and understand how you guys do things. So I'm basically based out of Bangalore. I've been in Bangalore and part of one Toastmasters club for the last now 8 years.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's my.
Wonderful. Since you're already a Toastmaster, Sunil, I would request you if you can take up the general evaluator role for today, if possible.
Yeah, sure, Vikram, I can do that.
All right. Thank you so much for taking up that role. Thank you. Next, let's move on to our guest, Vinod. Hi, Vinod.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. Thank you, Vikram. This is Vinod. I have more than 14 years of experience in IT industry. I was there before in Hyderabad. That time I be part of one of the Toastmasters club, and but now at present I have in the project. I moved to Singapore for a couple of sometimes. That's why I'm looking to join some online to to continue my journey. Yes.
Yeah.
To the Ishita, I have know this, and she invited me. Thanks to her. Yes, I joined here to just I want to be be a good communicator. I want to motivated the people the way of how I want to giving with my inspiration speech. That's what my goal. I just want to continue the same. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. I think your journey is going to be so sweet and enjoyable with us. So stay tuned with us for next 2 hours. I think you're going to have some great speeches and
Thank
table
you.
topics. I request you to also participate in our meetings whenever we have open forums and discussions. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, with that, I think we have invited all our guests. Now let us get back to our theme of the day, because today I'm the team mod as well for this meeting. So what is team mod? I think for those who are new, team mod is nothing but Toastmaster of the day. So I'll be the Toastmaster of the day. And as a Toastmaster of the day, what I'm going to do, I will be here with you introducing the theme for today's session. Then I will introduce you all the different sections, and overall I will be taking care of this session from now on. Okay. So coming to our theme for today is the chemistry of happiness. Okay. So we are going to talk about what is the chemistry behind leading a happy life. So that is a wonderful theme that our president Ishita has chosen today, since though she's not here in the meeting today, but still I want to conduct this theme as she envisioned it, because most of us live our life in autopilot mode. We don't know what is the chemistry behind our mood changes, about our thoughts, about the feelings that we have from time to time. So today's session is going to throw a light across all of that, and you're going to enjoy the session. And today's session has 3 sections. One is the prepared speech, and then we will have the table topics, and then we will have the evaluation. Okay. So without further delay, I'm going to invite our general evaluator, who is going to be Sunil Govind, to come forward and introduce the tag team. The stage is yours, Toastmaster Sunil.
Thank you. Thank you, Tiyomori, Toastmaster Vikram. So as the general evaluator, it is my role to talk about the meeting from the beginning to the end and figure out what are the things that we have done exceptionally well and what are the things that as Toastmasters and as a club and maybe as a area and a division and as district, Toastmaster International as a whole, can we do better? That's the role of the general evaluator. And I think it's a pretty important role. And I think it's got a huge significance in the Toastmaster space. Obviously, any great endeavor cannot be done. I consider this obviously a great endeavor and a privilege coming here for the first time and taking up the role. And thank you, Vikram, for that privilege. So any role, this role can't be done on my own. I need to do it along with my, I don't know if you have a tag lead or you just have a tag team. So
Yeah, you can call the role. I think the people will come forward and introduce their.
yeah, I know, but
self.
you have timer,
We
R
have
counter, drumming. You have
we have
listener?
all three. No, we
You
don't
don't
have.
have listener. You don't have listener. Okay, fine.
I'll
So
take
may
up
I,
listener.
Mitchell?
I'll take up listener.
Oh, sure. That's
You are the speaker now, so I wouldn't
Post my
suggest
speech,
that.
I'll continue with this.
No, I'll take up the listener role, not to worry. Okay, I want the speaker to not be encumbered by any other role. Speaker should be giving us the best speech he or she can give us. So you concentrate on the speech, let all of us do the rest of the other supportive roles. Okay, Kavita, so you do your work, we will do our work, not to worry, you relax. So let me first ask the timer to come forward and give us his or her role. Who's the timer?
Sure. Thank you, General
Okay, fine.
Evaluator Sunil. So I'm the timer for today. So as a timer, I'll time the prepared speeches, table topics, and the evaluation. So for the prepared speeches, the time limit is to 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'll show the green card. Hope you able to see the visual background. At 6 minutes, I'll show the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I'll show the red card. For table topics, the speech should limit to 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll show the green card. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, I'll show the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I'll show the red card. For evaluation, for any evaluation throughout the meeting, should limit to 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll show the green card. At 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I'll show the yellow card. At 3 minutes, I'll show the red card. So we can utilize the 30 seconds of buffer time for all these speeches. Thank you. Back to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Amarnath, for those for giving us clarity on this one. Now can I ask the R counter to give us?
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Sunil. So I am the counter for today. So my role will be to keep a note of all the filler words like ums and long pauses and repetition of some words. So I will keep a note of that and I will present my report at the end of the meeting. And also I will advise like everyone to be try to be more mindful of the filler words that they are using. So yeah, and also I am the grammarian for today. My role will be to make a note of all the good and not good usages of grammar and all the like uh, incorrect usages. So also my role is to present the word of the day and the idiom of the day. So the word of the day is gusto. Its meaning is enjoyment and enthusiasm in doing something. An example of it would be he does his work with gusto. And the idiom of the day is the best of both worlds. Its meaning is the benefits of widely different situations, both enjoyed at the same time. Usages would be growing in my career along with growth in Toastmaster give me best of both worlds. So I will advise everyone to try to use the word of the day and the idiom of the day, and also the audience whenever someone uses them, they should like try to show a reaction like thumbs up, so that the uh, speakers are encouraged. Yeah. So I will present my report at the end of the meeting. Back to Toastmasters.
So just for my information, Aniket, so what you're saying is you got the idiom of the day. That is the best of both worlds. That's the idiom of the
Yes,
world.
yes, yes.
Okay, fine. That's new for me. Thank you. Thank you for letting I've learned something new here. Okay. So my understanding from Vikram and Abhiram is going to take up the listener's role. So Abhiram, have you done this role before as you're a guest?
No, sir, I have not done this, take up this role before. I just wanted to try it as I am attending this Toastmasters meeting for the third time.
Fine. So I'll just brief you on the role so that rest of the people can also understand what the listener's role is all about. So the listener is supposed to listen to all the speeches and note down questions based on those speeches. The speeches could be the president's address, the TMOD's address, it could be the speaker, Toastmaster Kavita's, this one, or it could be any of the table topics also. And then make the questions and ask the questions at the end of the meeting when the general evaluator calls back. Generally, we keep it to 5 or 6 questions so that you need to ask a question such that you choose one person who becomes the listener of the day. Okay, got it?
Can you please elaborate the last line which you told? I can't understand.
Okay, so you will ask questions and you will choose the listener of the day, the person who has got the maximum questions right. That particular person will become the listener of the day. That's basically the point.
Yes, I got it.
Okay, fine. So put as many questions as possible. How many we ask will be the last thing. Okay. Done? Abhiram, you're clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. No issues. If you make a mistake, we are all here. We are all here to learn from our mistakes, so not to worry. Okay. So we've got the listener, our counter, the grammarian, and the timer who's told us what they are supposed to do. So I will come back at the end of this meeting and we will discuss how we have done. Okay, so Toastmaster Kavita has said, can you share the word of the day and the idiom of the day or the
It
phrase
is
of the
already shared. Sorry, I didn't notice.
I have not been able to look at the chat because I'm on mobile. I'm just shifting to my system. Okay, that's done from my end. Over to the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Wow, what a gusto experience with you, Toastmaster Sunil. I think you just joined as a guest and now you are rocking with a lot of information and leading this G role very well. Thank you so much. And now let's get back to our theme, which is the chemistry of happiness. I'm going to share my presentation a little bit before we start our first section. So, yeah. So, yes, we are going to talk a lot about our chemistry of happiness. So, I want to hear from you. What do you understand by this word dose? Have any of you heard of this term dose before?
Yeah, it means power.
It means what?
The power.
The
Power
power.
of some chemical substance which
Uh-huh.
are inserted in our body.
Okay, great. I think it's a great try. But actually, yeah. Anyone else wants to try?
Yeah, dosage in medicines.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the first thought is that.
Okay. Actually, dose is nothing but an abbreviation. It stands for names of the hormones, which I'm going to, tell you now. Okay, so before I go to explain what dose is all about, I want to talk a little bit about happiness. Let me ask you guys, how happy are you today? I want to hear from some of you. How happy are you today? What are the reasons for which you're happy today? Can one of you please unmute and say, yes, Amar, you're raising your hand.
Right. So I'm very happy to see all these participants and guests today. I've seen a lot of new faces in our meeting. So
Okay.
When it comes to role players, we are only have 3 role players today and we have 1 speaker and evaluator. So I was a little surprised like how we can run the meeting today, but I have a gust of feeling seeing all
Wow.
the guests. Yeah. That's
Yes.
really happy for me today.
What a presence of mind. I think you spoke about the real feeling that you are holding right now for being happy. Yes, anyone else?
Yeah. So I am very happy to have taken a step towards improving my communication skills. So that is
Wonderful.
what I'm happy about.
Wonderful. What a gusto gesture that is to unmute and say that. Yes,
Yeah.
Sabiram, you're raising your hand.
Yeah,
Please.
I am happy to take up the listener role today, as it is a new role from the previous meetings which I have attended.
Yes. Awesome. Awesome. And you're going to rock this role as well, Abhiram. I think you're already there. And let me again share my presentation now and to talk a little more about what DOSE is all about. Okay. So the reason I asked you that question is what is that makes you happy today? Because there is always something that is there to be happy, to feel happy about in our life, right? What we think is we always chase happiness, but we don't know how, what we have already and how happiness works, right? In today's session, I'm going to tell you about how happiness actually is created in your body. What is the composition of happiness, or what are the chemicals which are making you happy, which are making you sad, right? Which are making you the person you are today. So I'm going to talk about it, even though you think that happiness is something that is not driven by you, but you can still control happiness if you follow everything that I'm going to talk about today. Okay. So all our emotions in our body, when I say emotions, it's happiness, sadness, when you're frustrated, when you're anxious, when you're excited, when you're surprised, all these are different types of emotions, right? So every emotion has a different chemistry behind it. And I'm going to say about those chemistry a lot today. And then what are these chemicals, right? So that is what is the theme of today as well. So the D stands for dopamine. Okay, that is the one hormone which we call as the reward chemical. What is dopamine? Dopamine is nothing but a hormone. All of us have that dopamine in our body, and that gets secreted whenever you do an activity. What is that activity? That is nothing but when you set some goals and when you finish it. So that is the hormone which gets secreted in your body, right? And each of these hormones, like D for dopamine, O for oxytocin, which is called as the love hormone, and then S for serotonin, which is nothing but the mood stabilizer, and E for endorphins, which is nothing but the painkillers. Okay, so each of these hormones have a specific role to play in our life. Okay, so these hormones, when they are in proper balance, you live a balanced life and you feel happy about it in your life. When these hormones are not in balance, which means, if you don't have a proper amount of dopamine created in your body from time to time, then, you're not going to feel happy, or you will not feel motivated in your life. You will feel dull and you will wake up late, or you will feel bored all the time. So that way, each hormone has a role to play. And in today's session, we are going to see that each hormone and how it affects you, or how it improves your health overall. So that is what is DOSE is all about. So with that note, I'm going to stop my presentation. With that, we will now go to the first part of our meeting, which is nothing but the prepared speech section. So we have one speech today by our speaker, Toastmaster Kavita, here. And so I would now request the evaluator for Toastmaster Kavita, which is Toastmaster Purna Chand, to come forward and explain the objectives of the speech.
The Toastmasters and visited guests.
Purna, your
The
voice is
speaker
not
today.
clear. Can you please come near your mic?
Yeah, Puna, give it a try. Couldn't able to hear you.
Am I clearly audible?
It's better now.
Yes, much better.
Okay. Very good morning, Toastmasters and energetic guests. Speaker today is none other than Mr. Kavita, who is Toastmaster with over 5 years of experience. She is the proud president of Young Tamil Toastmasters Club, a dynamic community. She is not just a speaker, she is also a Guinness World Record holder, becoming a Tamil performance with 16,000 women in stunning cultural showcase. And when she's not dancing or leading, she's inspiring others through her blogs, podcasts, and poetry. She's taking the stage for her Level 5 college building in the motivational service part with his title,
Vikram,
You're,
My
I'm not
Speechcraft.
sorry.
able to hear
Yeah.
him properly. Is it my problem or I'm not sure?
No. I think Purna, your mic is. I think your mic is not clear. So what I can do, I can read out the introduction of Kavita here. I have it with me, but if you can get the mic fixed, we can hear the objectives. Otherwise, I will go through the introduction. Can you give it try a little bit after I read the introduction? Okay.
She is the stage for her Level 5 college team building from motivational strategies speech title, My Speechcraft Coordinator Journey of Growth and Teamwork.
Still there is some issue, Purna.
Sorry for the interruption, Vikram. I have shared the evaluation form with you as well.
Okay, got it. Fine. So what I will do, you can stay on mute, Purna. I think you can get your mics fixed or you can move to mobile. By the time I will read the introduction for Kavita. So yeah, what is our speaker today? Our speaker in her own words says that she is an associate automation manager in an MNC and a Guinness World Record holder. And she got this for performing a Tamil folk dance, which is famous at Kongunadu region, along with 16,000 other women for continuously 2 hours that happened at Vijayamangalam, Erode, at Tamil Nadu by February 2024. So she likes writing and she expresses her thoughts a lot in the writing journey for the last 2 years. And she's a blogger and a podcaster. And she has written quotes and short poems on YouTube as well, or you quote app as well. Okay. She's a seasoned Toastmaster, have been in international Toastmaster for the last 5 years now, and this has helped her improve her public speaking skills. And currently she is part of a community club called Ten Tamil Toastmasters, bilingual club. Ten Tamil Solvendargal Mantram, and she is serving as a president for the club. Happy to have you here, Toastmaster Kavita. The stage is yours.
Sorry for the interruption. Can I check the audio video whether evaluator is able to hear me clearly? Evaluator, can you confirm? Am I audible to you clearly?
You're clear and audible to us.
He had some network issue.
He's raising his thumbs up. Okay. Please go ahead.
Have you ever Can I get started? The speech timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Timer, please.
Yep.
Have you ever wondered a group of individuals how they turn into a successful team? Is it a teamwork or a shared goal or something more? Have you ever wondered? With a raise of hands. Awesome. Thank you so much, General Evaluated Sunil Govil for responding. So, as Henry Ford said, coming together is the beginning, keeping together is the progress, but working together is success. That's how I started getting success in my Speechcraft coordinator journey. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Here, I'm so pleased and have a gusto feeling of sharing my Speechcraft coordinator journey for the first time. There are two main goals for me. One is to improve the club membership. The second is moving one step forward to my dream goal of becoming distinguished Toastmasters. And the last goal is having a small financial rise of fundraising for the club thriving. So with these three goals, I just started my journey. I would like to share two things: how I planned, starting from building a supportive team, and how I have executed that supportive team along with my speech crafted team, and how I have succeeded. So today I would like to just explain a little about Speechcraft program for the people those who are not aware of it. Speechcraft program is specially designed for the non-members, which is a kind of workshop in a quick period that enables the non-members to improve their communications and leadership skills in a short term. Our club, the Table Toastmasters Club, helped me to enable that for 5 speech crafters. We have designed the program for 8 weeks, each 1.5 hour session. I just started my journey just for planning just 3 weeks before the session. We started the first session by 31st May 2025. So I built a supportive team very quickly, and I have found 5 participants, and I started purchasing a bundle as well. As soon as I purchased the bundle, I have registered all the 5 speech crafters and started working on it. So for the background work, my supportive team had made up of my own club members as well as outside. There were a lot of challenges. Without challenge, we cannot proceed anything, right? So the challenges like fearful speakers, even there are last minute schedules or the sign up for the speechcraft program the day before it starts, and a lot of juggling between the regular club meeting as well as the speechcraft program, which usually happens on Saturdays. But my supportive team helped me to overcome that. I reached out DTM Anand as well as couple more seasoned Toastmasters to get a guidance before getting started with this journey, because I never experienced speech crafter as well as neither nor I was not a speech crafter nor speech craft coordinator earlier. So I had a great guidance and then support from the seasoned Toastmaster who have traveled in the same path earlier before me. With their guidance, as well as with my support team, we have overcome all the challenges, and we started coordinating the meetings, started bringing experts who can help us with the keynote speeches, speech evaluators, table topics masters, etc. My 8 weeks online WebEx program consists of 3 main segments. The one is educational session by the seasoned Toastmasters experts. The second is prepared speeches by all the 5 speech crafters, along with the individual evaluations. And finally, the table topics, wherein all the 5 speech crafters are involved in this table topic session. So, what's next? I have started 4 weeks before. It's been 1 month already, and I have successfully running this program. Yesterday, I just completed 4th session. Here is a quick agenda of my planning for every meeting. First week, we have had the orientation as well as we broke the ice. On the second week, we had a keynote speech on how to craft a speech from the beginning till end. On the third week, we had a storytelling technique, how to include our story into our speech to have a more impact. And in the fourth session, we had the evaluation, because evaluation is something, the breakfast for the champions. What's there upcoming? In the upcoming session number 5, we have planned for body language and vocal variety. And in session number 6, we have words of choice. In session number 7, we have inspiring audience. And finally, in session number 8, we'll be having the final speeches and the graduation, along with the celebration. The celebration along with speech crafters as well as their family members. Isn't it possible without a team? Yeah, it is not at all possible. So I had a great support from my team, and I built. I didn't stop my work as a speech coordinator as soon as I built a team. I usually motivate them, as well as I understand and I realize that the team building is not just assigning the task and just commending them. It is all about how we lift each other. The role doesn't matter. The support and the growth we all have together is matter. So, dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, If one finds their purpose and the success, everybody in the team will grow automatically, isn't it? That's how I feel, and even my supportive team as well as my speechcraft team, which consists of 5 speechcrafters, also feels the same. We usually have the WhatsApp group also to support each other for daily practice. Even we share the word of the day daily to improve the vocabulary. So there are a couple of speakers. They just grew from the fearful speaker to the confident speaker in 4th week. So I hope I'll be able to continue and have a successful a story to tell to all of you even in next 4 weeks. So with this, I would like to conclude. This is a fantastic program designed by the Toastmasters. Within a short period of time, we are able to bring the confident speakers. So that's a beautiful magic of Speechcraft program. So let's all crafting confidence together as a Toastmasters. One person, one speech, and one team at a time. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kavita, for that energetic speech. I think besides talking about the Speechcraft program, I think we can also see your high energy coming up on the screen. So I enjoyed both the things today. And yes, let's give 1 minute of silence for the guests and the participants to pass their comments about the speech. So timer, can we have 1 minute? Thank you. So if you have any comments, please send it to our speaker.
Yeah, 1 minute over.
Thank you. So next we will have a little bit brief discussion about our dose hormones. And the first of it is dopamine. Okay, we saw that dose stands for dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphin, right? So the first hormone is nothing but dopamine. So this is the first hormone which is released when you achieve your goals, right? So it is linked to motivation and productivity. Whenever you're completing your tasks, even today, I think just now our speaker has completed her speech, right? What is that? That is nothing but achieving your goals. So whenever you achieve your goals, what happens? You feel a sense of accomplishment. You feel like, oh, I have completed the activity finally. I've been trying for my speech for a long time now. Finally, I've delivered it. At that time, what happens? You feel that motivated or you feel accomplished, right? Whenever you are feeling that kind of feeling comes, this hormone dopamine gets released. And this dopamine hormone creates something called as neural connections in your body. So the moment you complete your goals, what happens? This dopamine hormone gets secreted, right? And you want this hormone to come more often in your life again and again, because it creates, it makes you feel so happy, right? Accomplished. So now once Kavita has given her speech now what happens? The dopamine gets released and again she want to do the same speech again. Because now she loves the feeling of accomplishment, right? So now I want to hear from some of you here. What are your immediate goals? Can you all share if you have, I think one or two of you to come forward and share your goals? Any short-term or long-term goals that you might have?
Yeah, I can go.
Mm-hmm. Yes, please.
So my short term goal would be to learn car driving. So I'm trying to learn car driving. So yesterday I started to go to a motor driving school. So that would be my short term goal. And as I am in the corporate, so I am a software engineer by profession. So my long term goal would be to increase my ability for designing scalable systems in software industry. So yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you. And thank you for sharing. The reason I asked you is when you have a goal, right? And when you accomplish your goal, that's when this dopamine gets secreted. Imagine if you don't have a goal at all, how will you feel? You will feel so bored, right? You will not
Yeah.
have any motivation to do anything in your life. So let's ask someone else, what are your goals? Can someone who just joined Cube or Abhiram or anyone want to share your goals?
Vikram, can I try?
Yes, Abhiram.
Yeah, my short-term goal is to complete 50 push-ups every 1 week
Oh,
in the
wow.
evening time.
Okay.
Yeah, and I am
Have you
trying
already
to
completed
accomplish
it?
it. Yeah, it's been 2 days I have been completed it. This will be my third day.
Very good. And how did you feel when you complete your goal for a day?
It's like adrenaline rush that I could complete another 50 also.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. And yes, Manoj is rising. Toastmaster Manoj, what are your goals?
My short-term goal is to answer your question.
Okay, wonderful. Yes.
But I too have a question for you. Can't you have those potions dopamine to be injected in if I want to feel happy? Inject that dopamine and feel happy?
Yes, you should attend our meetings every week then.
Okay, okay. And the
Right?
long-term goal, yeah, I forgot to answer the second part of your question is long-term goal is to embrace nothing, to be nothing, and to embrace nothing. I don't know if you can understand me, but that is what is my long-term goal as of now. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing it. Yes, guest, go. Vinod is raising your hand. Please go ahead, Vinod. If you can come on camera so that we can watch you also.
It's no problem. Hope I'm
Yeah,
settled. Yeah. If the short time which I am working like I just eating a small goals day by day. I have a goal to read a 12 books in a year. That's my year goal, but I am just eating a bit by bit every day. Make sure to read at least 20 pages, means 20 pages every day, no matter what, which I am doing. I'm bit I just finished 5 books, but hope by the next 6 months I'm able to finish that. That was the goal. That means that's what I am consistently doing. I'm so happy. If in case I miss a one day, I make sure to complete next day instead of I don't put incremental one. Just a bit of take more time and just finish it. That's what it is. The long time goal, which I'm working for many years to start a company startup, which I'm working. I tried to, it failed, but every failure gives me some reasons to go forward instead of go back. I'm still working another 3. Hope by the year end I will start one. I started one, but hope this time will be success.
Very good, very good. I think so motivating for hearing your goals, Vinod. I think here is a catch, right? So it's not required that you need to complete your entire goal. Even if there is a small win, for example, Abhiram said that today he did 50 push-ups, right? And he wanted to do more 50 also. That means what? It's a small win. For today, he has done his goal, right? So even that is important. You have to celebrate small wins also, and always try doing something new. What happens when you do something new, when you have new goals rather than sticking on to one single goal, is that you create new neural connections, and you start enjoying your life more and more, right? So the way to live your life is to have small happiness in life. So these are the small happiness which adds up to our entire life, right? So it if you look at your life, everything is like a small small event. So if you start connecting everything, connecting the dots, then you will feel that you are living a happy life. You're an accomplished person, right? So it's so important to celebrate even small things. Don't worry if you started your the startup company and it didn't go well, because you still have a learning, right? What went well, and you can reflect on it. So that is something that you have already done, and you're on the right path. So celebrate even that. And now coming to our next hormone, oxytocin. Right? What is oxytocin? Oxytocin is nothing but, I said that before, it's a love hormone. Whenever you are making love, whenever you are expressing your feelings, this hormone gets secreted, right? And whenever you have the strong connection with someone, if you are able to trust someone and create that bond, mostly it will be your life partners, or if you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or otherwise if you are just a single, if you are connected with your family members, then also this hormone gets secreted, right? The more you spend your time with your loved ones, even your pet, if you have a pet dog at home, if you have your pet, and if you start hugging your pet and feeding your pet, or giving it a bath, or taking it outside for a walk, everything that you emotionally connect with someone, that creates a secretion of oxytocin. And whenever you are giving hugs, it gets boosted, right? When you're listening, there is an active listener role actually today, right? What happens when you actively listen? Oxytocin gets produced, right? So now Abhiram is going to have a gush of oxytocin by end of this meeting today. And then playing with pets also, playing with your kids. If you are having kids, then you should play with your kids, and talking to your friends, having that strong, deep connection. We have friends, all of us have friends, we have relatives, we have neighbors and all that, but whom do you talk and express your feelings, whom you create that strong bond? That is so important, because when you feel connected to someone, right, and then you feel that relationship, then actually this hormone gets released. Most of us, what we do, we in a busy lifestyle, we even don't talk with our family members, right? If you are there is a husband and a wife, the both of them start working, and they both also can't talk for a moment and they are very busy with their lifestyles. So at that time, what happens? We forget our life, and we go in a different direction. So that is why we want to be aware that this hormone, only if it gets secreted, then it keeps your body in balance. So we are, as human beings, need all these dose hormones in proper balance, right? If it's not in proper balance, then we will go out of sync with our life. So that is, and last but not the least, Toastmasters. What happens during this 2 hours of Toastmasters meeting? We are creating connections, strong connections. Now I know who Purna is, who Kavita is. I know who is Abhiram. I'm creating a strong connection with you all, right? Even though I'm meeting you for the first time. So even Toastmaster promotes your healthy living. And that is what is so important to understand, to stay active in a community like this, where you're able to exchange your feelings. Because as a speech, when you talk in a speech, what is happening? You are recalling your past, and then you are expressing your feelings, whatever happened in your past, and then you're giving it as a speech. And that time, what happens? You create that secretion of the oxytocin, right? So the more you come and involve in yourself in a community like this, the more happier your life will become. Got it. So next I will stop my share, and let's get back to our next part of this meeting, which is table topics. So our table topics master for today is Toastmaster Amarnath. And Toastmaster Amarnath, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Vikram. Good morning again, fellow Toastmasters and the welcome guests. So today's table topics helps members to practice an art of impromptu speaking and also help us thinking our feet. So this helps us develop our virtual communication in terms of listening, thinking, and organizing and delivering a speech. So in our day in, day out lives, we always get into the situations where we need to give a feedback to someone, or we ask about the feedback on a particular event or a situation. So this is where we always get into the situation where we need to speak impromptu, and that should be more appropriate in thoughtfulness. So in Toastmasters, table topic is one of the exciting session we have it. So let me get started with today's table topics. And since we are at the Toastmasters and try to provide a speaking opportunity to maximize the audience members, this session is not only for the members of the Toastmaster, and it is also for the guests who are participating here today. I hope everyone gives this a shot. So you can raise your hand. I'll pick randomly and we can run our session smoothly. So let me also share my screen. Today I'm playing a role of timer also. I try to manage both the roles. Yeah, Akob. So we'll get started with Akob. We'll spin the wheel and also hope you able to see the timer. So table topics are limited to 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, you can consider it's a green. 1 minute, 30 seconds, it's a yellow. And for 2 minutes, it's red. We have 30 minutes of grace period.
30 seconds, right, Amar? You said 30
Oh,
seconds.
sorry, 30 seconds. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Akob. So I'll spin the wheel. We'll get your topic. Wow. Yeah, Akob, your topic is, do you think happiness is a choice or a chemical reaction? Akob, do you think happiness is a choice or a chemical reaction? Yeah, your time starts now.
Happiness. I think the session started with Toastmaster of the day asking, how many of you are happy and why are you happy? And I felt, no, I'm not happy. I just got up, man. I don't know what to feel happy about. Like, okay. But what all I should feel happy about? So then I looked around me and I found my kid giggling. So I was like, okay, this guy is happy. So he is having something. I think happiness is not a chemical reaction. It is something which you get via choice and something which you have to decide if you want to feel happy or not. So when I was in college, of course, in college, a lot of turns. Sometimes we will be the topper. Sometimes you are at top 10. Sometimes you are nowhere in the scene itself. And I had a friend, Raj, and this guy was amazing, always happy, filled with confidence. And he would come and say, hey, guys, what happened? So in our room, me and my roommates, I was like, what happened, you guys? Like, this guy is a topper. And I got some number which is like top 4, top 5 kind of. Oh, this is good. And we were like, this guy, why is he happy? Like, what happened to you? Why are you so happy? I got passed. I didn't know I'll be passed or not. Like, I was about to fail, but I didn't prepare for it, and I just wanted to be clear. I just wanted to be having that 31% threshold so that I can go ahead and write the next exam, get into the next class. So this guy had clearly mapped out what he wants in his life, and that was his choice. That I just want to be a bare minimum guy, and then focus my energies on something else. He was way more happier than me, and I had more numbers. I'm like, this is so crazy. After doing so much of hard work, I'm still repenting. I'm still feeling sad that my roommate got better, and look at him. So I that's when it came like, okay, this is a choice. If I wanted to be happy, I would have been happy, right? If you look at all the dads we have, they feel happy whenever your result comes, and they tell uh, all the relatives, oh, my son got good marks and all. You inside feeling, okay, I was not the topper. It's all about the perspective. It's all how we choose and the choices we make in our life if we want to feel happy or not. Are you happy after giving me this topic, Toastmaster Amarnath?
Thank you very much, Akob. So definitely, I'm happy the way you have taken the topic and you started with the negative shade of it and you quickly turned into a positive side of whether happiness is a choice and you have chosen the choice. Yeah, definitely. So we always, whether your chemical reactions are there in your body or not, we always see the people and see the happiness of the other people and we feel happy. Definitely, you are a speaker in Toastmasters. It's a good take on. Yeah, let me get started with the next one. We have guest Vinod. Yeah, Vinod, you will spinning. Get ready for your topic. All right. So your topic is here. What's your go-to activity when you need a dopamine boost? Vinod, what's your go-to activity when you need a dopamine boost? Yeah, your
Thank you,
time starts now.
Toastmaster Amarnath. Whenever I have my go-to activity means before I'm struggle lot identified that, but later on the coming years, I understand that whenever years start, I write many goals to achieve. And in that, I break down to monthly goals. I have a dream board, like what I want to do, something like that. When I feel down, I don't know what to do. I feel like fail or something. I just go back and see why I write this and what purpose I'm working. The purpose is my family, purpose is myself, what purpose I am. My go-to activity is very simple. I just go back and open the things what I written, and I just go through, and I have some dream board, like wallpaper in my mobile, like where I want to go, what I want to buy, these all the things I just go through and sees that. Then I see my family, okay, this is my things to do. Then I put a headset and I start listening the music, which is like a, not a slow music. It's like a 5 BGM, great BGM like that. I just go for a walk. When I walk, I'm listening music. I have a so goosebumps, and I'm just dreaming what I want to achieve. I see, okay, it's on the go. Okay, we are here, and no, with us. Just I like walk like sometime. I feel like, okay, I am the hero in that particular time because the BGM is giving you goosebumps and the nice BGM. Then just walk here and there. Then okay, that's it. That's the thing. Okay, let's back to work. Then I go back and I just do whatever the things. This was many times happening when I come to this project, which I don't know the tool which I say yes, but there is a challenge. I work many weekends, but it's not work every time. Okay, no, not like this. Same thing. Put a music, go around here. Same. Like luckily, I got some idea. I implemented. I failed. Again, I implemented. I failed. The number of times I failed, I got the solution. Finally, I implemented. Now my life is so easy, and I'm so proud that I achieved that nobody achieved in that company. That was the great thing which I done, and I'm so thanks for that. That's what the thing.
Thank you very much, Vinod. Yeah, it's a good insight and you are not taking only one action, you have put in multiple actions. One is the putting down the things and follow that. And also you have mentioned the music and as well as the walking. So it definitely releases a different kind of chemical other than dopamine as well. So you can lose the endorphin if you can go for a walk. So that way you definitely boost yourself. Thank you very much for taking the topic. Yeah, next. Yeah, we have Vinod. So we have Manoj. Let's spin the wheel and you wait for the topic. All right. Manoj, what's your favorite way to celebrate small wins? Manoj, what's your favorite way to celebrate small wins? Your time starts now. Go ahead.
Happy morning, each one of you. If you are happy, don't you think we need to share it with others? That's why I wished you all happy morning. And that is my way of celebrating my small and as well as big wins. Be it a birthday or marriage anniversary or any kind of small wins that I have, I try to celebrate it by giving something to others. But it all starts with yourself. Isn't it said? Charity begins at home. If you are happy, you can radiate happiness. If you have something, then you can give it to others. If you have nothing, you cannot give anything. So what I start is every day without fail, I start my day bit early, investing on my own self. That is by doing yoga, by doing pranayam, and by doing meditation. That keeps me happy, radiant, and jolly and blissful. Then throughout the day, be it a small win or a big win, I try to see that the people around me also become happy. I'll give you some instances. Few days back, I had my daughter's birthday. Instead of calling for a cake, cutting it, candles, blowing that candle, and helping others to say happy birthday to you, what we did is whatever money we could have spent in all this, me, my wife, and my daughter went to a nearby old age home and asked them what they require. They said, we require some kind of food items. So we went to a supermarket, bought them, gave it to them, and spent some time with all those inhabitants. About 30 to 40 minutes we spent meeting each of them, asking them how they're spending their time. And I felt that's the better way. I won't say best way, everybody have their own way, but that's a better way to celebrate our small or big wins. But it all has to start from within, from ourselves, and then giving it to others. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Manoj. Thanks for sharing that. And I hope, if I'm correct, so I think on every, if we give away something, it always reproduces the oxytocin in our body, and that also keeps us happy. Thank you very much sharing that, Manoj. Yeah, we have speaker Kavita. Let me spin the wheel and waiting for your topic. All right. Toastmaster Kavita, can you recall a time when your hug changed your entire day? Can you recall a time when your hug changed your entire day? Yeah, Kavita, your time starts now.
How many of you feel that parenting is a challenging thing in this modern age? No one? Okay, but I feel that the parenting is quite challenging. But still, I felt that pregnancy was really quite challenging, especially on the ninth month of my pregnancy. I didn't had a chance of or the flexibility to work from home. It was before COVID time. After COVID, the entire world changed, and a lot of companies are giving the flexibility even to work from home during the pregnancy as well as post delivery also. So one day, I just came from my office. I was, for your information, I was working till my ninth month. Just before the delivery of 1 week, I was still working, but I was going to office, traveling by myself in two-wheeler, and I used to work for 9 hours without a huge break in between. I just came one lovely evening to home, and I literally felt that I was really depressed. What do you mean by depressed? Having beautiful memories or that specific pregnancy time, the first month till ninth month, people will be giving us overwhelming happiness, right? Overwhelming memories, be it of a spouse or the family members, whoever it is. But I did not want to give up my work. I did not want to waste my leave because I wanted to save that leave to my infant once he has born, once he is born. But on the ninth month, I felt so depressed and I started crying as soon as I saw my husband coming to home. I reached the home before he came from the work. As soon as he entered the door, I hugged him and I started crying for almost 5-10 minutes. I didn't know, I haven't never done that. I felt that it was so difficult. I couldn't carry, I couldn't manage both traveling to office, working at home, taking care of health. I lost my hope. I said that I do not want to proceed my pregnancy. Let's have abortion. Kind of negative impact I had. But my husband didn't react anything. He was keep on. He kept me calm down, but he allowed me to hug and cry until I just get settled. So that one hug really made me to realize that what's the worth of getting baby or how the people are the spouse as well as family members are expecting. It's not my sole decision, it's family's decision as well as spouse decision. And then he just supported me a lot after that. Even during pregnancy also he supported, but that kind of emotional support had been extended with that single hug. So whenever you find some difficulties or emotionally if you are broken, please have a lovely hug with your loved ones, be it a kid or be it a husband or be it a parent. They will definitely solve your problems. That few seconds will definitely do magic, isn't it? Over to you, table topics master.
Thank you very much for taking this topic and share your the real time moment. It definitely make you feel better when you hug someone. So I always feel the touch is the one of the healing energy we get it from our parents or our elders or from our kids. Thank you, Kavita, for sharing your
Hey,
experience.
Amar, sorry
Yep.
to interrupt, but I see that speakers are not able to see the timer properly, right? Because I see many two of them spoke after 2 minutes also 2 minutes 30 seconds also. Can you please check the time is visible to them? Otherwise, they might talk a little more, right? So, what do you think?
Right. Hope you're able to see my screen, isn't it?
No, when the color changes, only it becomes easy to
Color
identify.
changes are not there. Background color changes are not there.
Yeah. So for today, we will consider this because we changed this timer, right? So we should not have any disqualification, but I think please look at this time here, which is going in the clock. Otherwise, it will extend the time. Only 2 minutes, 30 seconds is allowed for table topics. Okay, just make sure that, yeah.
All right. So we have our grammarian and accounter Aniket. Let me spin the wheel and you can wait for your topic.
Yeah,
All
okay.
right.
How do yeah, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
How do
So
I
how do you balance productivity with happiness?
yeah.
Your time starts now. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So it is like important for everyone to like balance yeah, so basically it is important to be happy in whatever work like we are doing. Like we should not we should try to not separate like work and all studies and being happy or being relaxed. Like for example, the work we are doing, it should not give us any, it should not become a burden. So maybe we should like what uh, so I whenever work I'm doing or some studies, I do not like take that as a burden and just like um uh, try to do focus and um do it in the best way possible. And also like in between sometimes when needed can do some relaxing things, and also like watch some on things on internet, or go for some visit to some place, so that thing we can do in between and on maybe on weekends. So this is how I balance both things. So back to Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Ankit, for getting this topic right. But when I see this topic and when I explore this topic, I understand that whenever we are happy, we are not much productive actually on that day. That's what I see. But you got the topic right. Thank you. So one last topic, if anyone want to interested and take that up. Otherwise, can I pick randomly someone?
I think guess Dinesh is raising his hand. Abhiram is also raising his hand now.
Okay, I couldn't see. Yeah, Dinesh, we'll take one more topic. Last topic, this is the one. All right. What's a memory that floods you with serotonin just thinking about it? So serotonin will get it when we hug people. So that's what I can give you the clue. Yeah, Dinesh, your topic is what's a memory that floods you with serotonin just thinking about it? Your time starts now.
Thank you, Thank you, Table Topic Master. Am I audible?
You are. Go ahead.
Thank you for giving this topic. What's a memory that floods you with serotonin? Just thinking about it. Serotonin, what I remember is it is the mood stabilizer, right? Or something. Okay.
Right.
What I recall is from my childhood. Uh, Earlier, I was into the Hindi medium school up to 10th standard, and in 11th standard, I moved to English medium, and during the first day of my school, I was having the glasses, and it was the power glasses, but it was something uh, black in color, you can say. So the first day, the chemistry teacher came and asked me. Uh, it's like that. Then I said, our glasses. So then he asked about the schooling and so many things, and then I was talking in Hindi because I was from the Hindi medium. So he said, "From which school you are, and will you be?" Then at the end he said, "Will you be able to pass?" So and then what happens? I was also very worried because it was English medium and all the subjects are in English. So it was very difficult for me to understand and to just deliver the exams. So after 6 months, half yearly exams happened and the result was announced after some time. And then the same teacher he called me at the stage in the class. He called me and he announced that Dinesh has topped chemistry. So I was just shocked and I was that much happy. I cannot tell that thing. So from that day, I remember that in especially in one or two subjects, including mathematics and science, I topped in all the semesters in college also. So that happens, and I just think that was something. When I remember this thing, then it changes my mood or made me happy also. Thank
Got
you.
it. Thank you very much for participating today. And with this, we are concluding our table topic sessions.
So,
Back to
Amar, sorry to interrupt. I think we can have one more speaker. I think Abhiram wanted to have one topic. Can we have one topic for him, please?
Sure then.
Yeah.
Yeah, guess Abhiram, your topic is here. What's one small habit that instantly lifts your mood? Your topic is one small habit that instantly lifts your mood.
Yeah, there is a one habit that lifts my mood actually. That whenever I feel happy, sad, or sometimes I feel anger about some things which happen in my life, I just quickly pop out my shoes from the rack and wear them, run as much I want. Sometimes it would go up to 5 km or 6 km. Just I don't want to do anything. I just want to go out of these things and want to get some refreshment. Then I just go to run like that only. So there is one of my there is one example, one of that which happened in my life that I actually once failed in one of my exam, just one subject only, which was of my favorite subject. Then what I have that I got so much scoldings from my mother and father. All of them, all of you know that we get scoldings from our mother and father. Then what should we have to do is to study. The immediate after the reaction would be have to study. But I was feeling that I am actually capable of passing that exam, but I couldn't able to do that. So I was getting anger on myself only. And I just done that thing only. Then I was recovered from that, and I felt normal. After that, I have started my growth in my study. Yeah, I have completed it.
All right. Thank you very much, Abhiram. So I think by when you're taking a walk whenever you feel low, so that will lifts your mood. So that way you can eject your endorphin. So that way it will help you to boost your mood. Thank you very much for sharing that. With this, we are concluding table topics. Back to our Toastmaster of the day.
Wow. What a great session, table topic session today. I think all the speakers have done really well. I'm glad that everyone got an opportunity to talk during our table topic session. And I enjoyed, in fact, all of your perspectives and your sharings that you had. And let us get back to our theme for a little bit before I give the stage back to our general evaluator. So we spoke about dopamine and then we saw about oxytocin, right? Next, a very important hormone, which I think our guest Vinod also spoke about is serotonin, right? Serotonin. So this hormone is also so important because now I think we saw dopamine, which gets secreted whenever you complete or you set some goals, right? And then oxytocin gets secreted whenever you are falling in love with someone or expressing your feelings. But from time to time, what happens, like you feel, sad, you feel happy, and you somewhat feel depressed. I think Abhiram just said, sometimes whenever he used to feel low, like he used to go for a walk and all that. Why does it happen? Because there is a hormone which also involves in stabilizing your mood. Whenever you are feeling so low, this hormone, if it's secreted, then your mood will become better, right? So whenever this hormone is secreted, then you come back to your normal mood. So this is so important to know that, okay, whenever you're feeling in the low zone all the time, then it will affect this hormone production in your body. So immediately it is your duty to switch your mood to do by doing something you like, which Abhiram correctly said, I like to walk. So I just changed my mood immediately. What happens when you change your mood, we change your activity, your body state by doing some activity, your serotonin gets secreted, right? If you stay in the same zone, if you're feeling depressed and you feel sad and sad and sad all the time, you're thinking about the same thing, then this hormone production will not happen and it will again, get back, and that will create some neural connections also. So it is always important to switch your mode from time to time. What happens when serotonin is secreted is it creates self-esteem. You feel very good about yourself. You feel confident, right? Today, I think we had several speakers. They spoke confidently. They opened their cameras and they tried some new topics. What happens then is that they feel confident about themselves, right? So serotonin is associated with your self-esteem. And if you are always feeling confident and if you are not giving up on things and you are showing up for yourself, then that means that you are having a proper balance of serotonin in your body. And whenever you are feeling, proper sleep, you're taking proper sleep, that means that, you are going to have a proper balance of serotonin. Let's say you're not sleeping at all for 2 days together, then it affects this secretion of this hormone in your body. And your appetite, your normal appetite to have food also is controlled by this hormone and your digestion. Imagine that once you did not sleep for 2, 3 days together, even if you eat some food on that particular day, you will not you're not able to digest it, or you don't feel like eating also on that particular day, because the so important thing for your body is sleep, right? So if serotonin is not secreted properly, then you will not be able to sleep regularly and you will have some disturbed sleep, right? So it's so important to understand that this hormone is properly secreted in your body. Okay, now let's see what all helps you boost this production of this hormone. Waking up early in the morning and exposing yourself in the sunlight. Immediately after you wake up, you open the windows and look out of the windows and, look at the sky and look at the sun and, enjoy that moment of sunlight every day. So what happens, the new air falls on you, comes into your house, and the light falls on you, and that creates this hormone secretion, right? So it is so important that in the mornings you open up to the sky and watch the sky at least for a few seconds after you wake up, and then practicing mindfulness. Let's say, if you are not able to do that, you can also practice mindfulness. What is mindfulness? I think Manoj mentioned about yoga, right? You can do yoga or you can do journaling. There are several mindfulness activities. You can do breathing exercise, alom vilom. So there are other activities where you can sit and do on a floor, or you can, follow some yoga postures. By doing those things, your serotonin hormone gets secreted. And not only that, there is also a proper diet, which you should, if you're a person who always, eats healthy food like fruits and fresh vegetables, then all these hormones, whichever we are talking about, is going to get produced in a proper, balanced way. But if you're eating a lot of junk, let's say, you are a person who likes eating fried foods or, eating snacks a lot and not so healthy food or fried, food which are not so healthy, then also it affects the hormone, in our body. Now, in Toastmasters, how does we help you, create serotonin is how you feel proud after delivering a speech. Now, all of you have delivered a speech, right? How did you feel after that? You felt good, right? So that also, in Toastmasters also, you are helping yourself create these hormones in your body. First, I said that dopamine. When you set a goal to deliver a speech and you complete a speech, that creates dopamine. And then when you are exchanging your feedback, when you are sharing your consideration, when you're creating strong bonds, you're creating oxytocin in your body. Now, next, I said when you're feeling confident and you're doing mindfulness and opening up to the sunlight in the morning, you're producing serotonin in your body. Last but not the least is endorphin. Endorphin is nothing but a hormone which kills pain. I think Abhiram spoke about this just a moment back. He said that whenever I was in pain, whenever my mom scolded me for not passing an exam, I go for a walk. And that is when your endorphin gets produced. When you're doing physical activity to balance any pain or frustration in your life, that's when endorphin hormones get created. These are natural painkillers. Okay, so but you should know that when you are something is not going well in your life, what to do next? Change your energy level of your body. Go for a walk enjoy, listen to some jokes, or have something that you like, have ice cream or chocolates or something. By that, what happens? It is triggered. The endorphins are triggered whenever a painful incident happens. You should compensate that with something that you love doing, right? So that, I think Abhiram has done that using, he goes for a walk, but others can do whatever you like. You can have chocolates, you can, not too many chocolates, at least a bite of chocolate. And that way, you can also balance your pain by doing some activities, and that creates endorphins in your body. And also spending time with friends. What boosts this hormone is mainly talking with friends, and dancing. If you want, if you're good at dance, then you can go for a pub and have a dance, or you can listen to your melodious songs, whichever you like, over time. So what happens, if you do all of these activities, you forget that moment of pain and start enjoying your moment as well. And how Toastmasters help you. I think there were several moments during our Toastmasters where we laugh, right? There were jokes cracked during our Toastmasters meeting. We laugh out to the core of it, right? Even during that time, in Toastmasters also, you end up generating all these hormones, whichever we spoke all this time. I think with that note, I will now call our general evaluator, who is Toastmaster Sunil, to come forward and go ahead with the general evaluation.
So, good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. So, I'm back for my general evaluation session. And as I had initially suggested, as general evaluator, it's my role to look at the meeting from the beginning and to the end and tell us the things that we have done well and things which we could improve upon. So, the way I will structure my general evaluation is I'll start with the evaluation, the speech evaluation, and then subsequently get into the roles and then the Tagly role taker per se. So first, let me invite the evaluator for the first speech, Toastmaster Puranchand, to give us the evaluation for Toastmaster speech, Kavita speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Puran.
Am I clearly audible?
Yeah, you're audible, Puran.
Okay. Okay, once again, good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and energetic guests. Uh, Toastmaster Kavita, your speech today was a perfect blend of leadership, storytelling, and inspiration. You didn't just share a project, you shared a journey of purpose and transformation. I want to I, ha- I want to conclude. I want to evaluate your speech in a traditional method called CRC, means commendations, recommendations, conclusion. For commendations, your opening began with a reflective question that instantly connected with the audience. Your speech has clear structure with three well-defined goals, which made it easy to follow and impactful. You were composed and confident throughout. Your eye contact was strong, making each of us feel included. You used natural hand gestures and moved comfortably across the stage. This helped bring energy and warmth to your delivery. Your content, your speech clearly aligned with your objectives of the project. You showed how you built a team, worked collaboratively, and lead with internet. Fulfill the very essence of what the team building project is about. Great use of word of the day, gusto, not only approximately but with real feeling, an example of how to wear team's elements seamlessly into a speech. An inspirational touch, quoting Henry Ford and sharing your personal motivation towards achieving DTM added a deeper, inspirational lawyer. Your passion of Toastmasters and personal growth came throughout the beautiful. And small suggestions from my side is when talking about the impact of your event, or consider highlighting one specific story or moment that reflects how the Speechcraft program transformed a member that emotionally touched and can elevate the message even more. So I want to conclude your speech. Toastmaster Kavita, your speech was filled with confidence, clarity, and committed. You showcased what true leadership looks like. Building team not just to complete a task, but to create lasting value. Keep leading with passion and gusto. Over to you, Toastmasters. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Puran, for that very clear evaluation. I think what I really liked about your evaluation was there's a lot of clarity and structure in the way that you had evaluated, and a very motivational evaluation. Most evaluators, as a policy, I feel in Toastmasters should be motivational, because we are expecting people to come back on stage day after day, take up roles and give speeches. And I think in that sense, you have done an exceptional job in terms of, I'm pretty sure Kavita is just raring to, filled with dopamine, she'll be raring to go and give her next speech ASAP. I think you have done exceptionally well there. A few suggestions that I could give is, I would suggest that when you give suggestions to the speaker, give a little more depth into it. In terms of when you say that, okay, there was a transformational journey, what in the transformational journey can she specifically talk about? Because transformational journey is very generic. And I would ideally like the speaker to dwell more on her journey. What is that one incident in the journey which highly impacted her? Now, she spoke about that it's very challenging. She spoke that there were a lot of challenges and things like that. But what I would really like to understand is, what is that one challenge that really she felt from a team building perspective that really made her see things very differently? And most of the cases, when you take up such roles, there is only one thing that really stands out. Rest of it is all, I would say, peripheral. So that would be my one suggestion. And a suggestion specific to the speaker. Again, as a general evaluator, my role is not to give suggestions to the speaker, but I'm going to step away from that because Toastmaster Kavita pinged me saying that, can you give me some suggestions? So on that basis, I'm giving her one suggestion. Toastmaster Kavita, for you, my suggestion would be to slow it down. Okay, because you seem to be in a hurry to finish the speech. We are here. We are now on a Sunday afternoon. We are stuck here listening to your speech. Don't worry. You have our full attention. Slow it down a couple of notches in terms of the pace. And see now, for example, when you started off with the Henry Ford's quote, after Henry Ford's quote, pause. Even before I had finished listening to Henry Ford's pause, you're already gone into your speech. Okay. So my suggestion is, I'm just giving you one suggestion there, but you can look at your speech in different spaces. That would be coming out well. So round of applause to the speaker for giving us the privilege of having listened to her, and the evaluator for giving us such clarity and motivation in that. Thank you. Now we get into the rest of the roles. So we have the SAA, that is Toastmaster Amarnath. So Toastmaster Amarnath, I'm sorry, I was sort of switched off because I never thought I would be taking up the GE role. So, but having said that, I think you came out as a person who's very confident and very grounded, and you came in and you were very clear that you had to manage the entire this thing, and you were very clear about the time also. You're saying, okay, are people in? Are we on time? Let's start. So I think, having said that, I think that's nice the way that you have taken the stage and taken full control of the stage, and that is the expectation as far as the Sergeant at Arms role is concerned. Round of applause to the Sergeant at Arms for having done that and taking up multiple roles. Hats off to you for that. Now we get to the presiding officer. I know Vikram is donning many hats. Luckily for him, and maybe a privilege of mine, that he's given the GE to me, and he did it very promptly. And I like that. That requires a lot of confidence. Okay, there's a guy who spent 8 years in Toastmasters. I don't care what he's done, but generally he can do I'm very sure he can do the general evaluator's role. Very well done as a president, and you've taken that call. Thank you. I really like the fact that you connected with the guest in terms of getting all the guests to speak. As a presiding officer, that's one of the key roles as a president. I think that you have done very well. A couple of suggestions that I can give is, one is presiding officer. I'm not sure when you took up this role. I don't know when the real president or the sitting president couldn't come. But my way of looking at it, or my expectation from the president, is the president should motivate me to come back to the club and come back to Toastmasters. And that connect was not there you didn't have that story which would say, okay, come back, be here, so that we can give you the entire dose of everything that's here, which did not come, and which I felt it may be the fact that maybe you took up the role at the last moment, you did not have that speech prepared. But I know that my understanding from your introduction is you are a seasoned speaker. So for you to put together something for a couple of minutes would have been just like that. So that's my expectation from you. And then the other thing is when you speak, ask guests to speak, tell us something about yourself just for 2 lines. Otherwise, people tend to get carried away because they don't know Toastmasters. They don't know that we are very time constrained. So you can just tell them that, look, I need you to talk about yourself for 2 lines. So that you put a sort of a boundary constraint there. Having said that, I'm motivated just by the fact that you have taken up so many roles and you've been there to support the club. Round of applause to Toastmaster Vikram. Thank you for pushing the Toastmasters, the agenda, as I would say. Now we get into the TMOD. Again, we have Toastmaster Vikram doing the TMOD role also. So TMOD, I really like the fact that you had a presentation prepared. So that shows that you're very well prepared in terms of the role that you've taken up. You had and I like the fact that dope came out very strongly. That was the theme of the day. So that came out very strongly. Again, I have a couple of suggestions here. Of course, a couple of things which I really liked about this one is obviously one is the preparation. The other one is the energy levels you had. In spite of taking up so many roles, everything, your energy was constant. You were full and you were ever present. Whenever people were deviating slightly, you stepped in where it was required. That includes when the Toastmaster Puran was having issues with the AV, you immediately stepped in saying that this should not be. When there was a timer issue with the TTM, you immediately stepped in and clarified that. And I think that all was very well. As a TTM and an extension, the president, you need to step in where it's required. And I think you've done that very well. The only thing which I would like to suggest is that as a Toastmaster of the day, our role as TMOD is to set the place, set the position, or set the stage for other people to come and perform. The Toastmaster of the day should be seen but not seen. That's a very subtle space. It's a very fine line we walk on. Especially seasoned speakers, what happens is we tend to take so much time because we want to clarify, we want to give the best experience, and so we tend to toggle between the best experiences versus the stage to be set. And many times as really good speakers, we need to find out the best line. And best line is just speak a couple of lines, do the introductions properly, and leave it for the speakers to take the stage. And that's the aspect of the TMOD. But like I said, having said that, you did so many things and you have a presence on stage. And the club is very fortunate to have you hanging around and motivating them. Round of applause to Toastmaster Vikram. Thank you. Then we have the Table Topic Master. Table Topic Master, a few very good things. The Table Topic Master had good topics, very relatable topics, very much in line with the theme. I think that's very important. I think you have done your homework. That's very important. Many people feel that you can just come in and just take up a topic and just say, that's not done. You have to be prepared. And I think you did that very well. You encourage all the speakers to speak. People were sort of struggling and whatnot. You again gave clarity to them. And I really liked your spin. That was really good. That gives, you see all the topics, but you don't know what topic you're going to get. That's pretty nice. And for each and every speech, you had certain thoughts added to it so that there is a connect. It's like a garland, which is connected in totality. I think that you have done that very well. Again, my suggestion I have 2 suggestions. One suggestion is the timing thing. I think many speakers have gone up to 3 minutes. I know the Toastmaster Vikram stepped in to sort out that. But my suggestion here is, and as a club, since you're in the online space, give the timer role to somebody else, so that this, especially if you're going to use your screen, so that you don't have this sort of confusion. My suggestion, this thing is that overshoots the time, and then you're getting into a different loop altogether. The other thing is you're connecting statements. Keep it short and simple. We say KISS, keep it short and simple. So then that you just say 1 line or maximum 2 lines and just connect to the next topic and just, move forward. Having said all that, I think you've done an exceptional job. Like I said, you did your homework and you came here fully confident and you were very clear as to what you want to deliver. A round of applause to our Table Topic Master. Thank you. Now my Tagly team, may I request the timer?
Sure.
Sorry. Timer, Toastmaster. Yeah, Amarnath again. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, General Evaluator. I'll give you my timer report. We have started a little late, like 3 minutes due to waiting for some of the guests. And our speaker one, Kavita took 7 minutes, 15 seconds. And Purnachand for the evolution took 2 minutes, 45 seconds. And coming to the table topics, Akop took 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Vinod took 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Manoj took 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Again, Kavita took 2 minutes, 55 seconds. Aniket took 1 minute, 35 seconds for his topic. And Dinesh took 2 minutes, 28 seconds. And Abhiram took 1 minute, 40 seconds for his topic in the table topics. Yeah, that's pretty much from my side. Yeah, back to you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Timer. And what about the president and how much did the president take?
Usually we don't capture that.
You don't time the president. Okay, fine. So,
Okay.
Of course, in our club, we have that the president gets 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 30 seconds. It depends on different opinions on that. So even the general evaluator should take limited time. That's why I'm trying to speak as fast as possible. Okay. May I ask the R counter and grammarian, Toastmaster Aniket, to come and give us his report?
Basically the word of the day was used by Toastmaster Vikram twice, and Toastmaster Amarnath. Toastmaster Kavita also used the word of the day. And also, like, basically most of the speakers did not have any major filler words, and like in her speech, Toastmaster Kavita used like one small pauses were there, and few 3-4 hours were there, and for Toastmaster Amarnath 1 or 2 hours were there. Majorly the other speakers did not have major filler words. So yeah, this is it from my report.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Aniket. So I have a couple of suggestions here. Again, I will go back to my club and how our club, or generally we do. Normally what we try to do is number of hours, number of shows, number of likes. A measurement would be good. You can do. See, what is the R counter's role? R counter's role is that we tend to make a lot of. We fill up the gaps because we are trying to figure out what you need to speak. So that could be, it could be like, how's that? So that's what the R counter is supposed to do. And saying that nobody's got some filler words may not be the best option, because there are people who have really, really gone through certain, like I'm pretty sure, because I'm doing the general evaluator impromptu, so I'm not prepared. Invariably, I'm going to bring in some R's and unos and likes, all that. That's one aspect of it. As far as the grammarian is concerned, yes, you brought in those people who have used the word gusto. So kudos to you on that. But I feel there are places like people have had some good usage, like Kavita used, she quoted Henry Ford's quote. That's a good use of language. That could be one thing that you can bring out. Okay, so, but having said that, yes, you have taken up two roles together, the R counter and the grammarian. And for that, you need a big round of applause. Not many people would come forward to do that. And I think you need to keep supporting the club. Thank you, Aniket. Okay, now we come to the listener. Let's see how many people are listening. So, Abhiram, since you're doing it for the first time, I will give you a suggestion. Ask 3 questions beginning. Out of the 3 questions, whoever answers 2 questions becomes, or you can choose 2 people from that, and then you ask 1 question, and whoever answers that, that's it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. First of all, let me introduce my role. As an active listener, I would listen all the speeches and table topics, a whole meeting actually, and I would ask, prepare some questions and ask the members present in this meeting. So let me go with my first question. It's open to all. What's the abbreviation of DOSE? I would repeat my question. What is the abbreviation of DOSE? Yeah, yes, Toastmaster Amarnath, please.
Dopamine, oxytocin, endorphin, serotonin.
Yeah, actually, you have to say it without reading from down, as it is a listening part. Yes, but you try. It's correct. Let me go with my second question. What two problems that a speech crafter coordinator faced in her team? Yes, I would repeat my question. What two problems that a speech crafter coordinator has faced in her team?
Kavita
Yeah,
can only
someone.
answer.
No,
Fewer
sorry, sir. No,
speakers.
yeah, Kavita had said that, but Kavita had only said that so that she remembers that. I would like that any other would answer that. Otherwise it would be unfair.
Kavita can't answer.
I think nobody is listening.
Yeah. So can I give the answer?
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
sure that make sure that my answer is correct or not. It is fearful speakers and juggling of roles. Is it correct, Kavita?
I actually mentioned three things: fearful speakers, juggling between roles, and last minute sign up
Okay, so
of
I
speech
also didn't
crafters.
listen clearly. Okay, those
But still,
apart.
kudos to you.
Yeah,
You caught
thank you,
up two
thank you.
things.
Yeah. Let me go with my third question. Which hormone is released to motivation? I would repeat my
Dopamine.
question. Which hormone is related due to motivation?
Dopamine.
Dopamine.
Yes, that's the answer. And whoever gives the first is the winner. According to Mr. Govin.
It's Toastmaster Kavita.
Yes, it's Toastmaster Kavita.
So now it's between Toastmaster Kavita and Toastmaster Amarnath. Let them.
I think it's tie will have the super.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So now it is fastest finger first between Amarnath and Kavita.
Then I will go with my fourth question. Which two hormones is released when you give a speech? Let me repeat my question. Which two hormones is released when you give a speech?
Oxytocin and serotonin.
Okay,
The
according
hormone
to it's
starts with O
oxytocin.
and S.
Yeah. You Toastmaster Amarnath?
Not sure, not sure. I think all
Not
the
sure.
hormones.
Okay, then let us consider that Toastmaster Kavita is the winner. Yes, Dinesh, yes, please.
But what's the correct answer?
Dopamine
No,
and
actually,
serotonin.
okay. Actually, I made this question to know that after you give a speech, which hormone, which feeling do you feel after the speech which you give? Okay, then I would like this answer. Let's go with my last question. Actually, this one is easy, but yet tough
No,
also.
Abhiram, if Kavita is the listener, then that's it. We have finished. We're done.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sir. But this question, I think it should be asked. That's why I'm asking.
Okay, you can generically ask. I have no issues.
Yeah, as this is my first time, so please allow me to do
Yes,
this.
please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. Does music is helpful for dose? According to fellow guest Vinod. Yeah, I would repeat my question. Does music is helpful for dose? According to fellow guest Vinod.
Yes.
Yeah, it's open to all.
Yes.
Open to
Yes.
all.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for giving me this role. Hopeful that I had made successful in this role, and I would give this podium to fellow Toastmaster. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Abhiram. Round of applause to Abhiram. First time he's taken up the role, and I think he's done an exceptional job. Okay. The only thing suggestion I have is, as a listener, you take control of the stage since you're taking it for the first time. I have not given more suggestions to you. Thing is that people should not shout. People should raise their hands, and then you give them the opportunity to speak. Okay, because you own the floor. Nobody else gets around shouting all over the countryside with the answers, etc. Okay. So I think that finishes all the rules. I hope I have covered everything. I have not missed out anything. Some general comments from my end. I really liked one thing which I have seen it for the first time. That is a 1 minute silence for everybody to give suggestions to the speaker. That is something I really liked. I've not seen it before, and that's going to be a best practice that I'm going to take home. The other thing is, in your website, you have given timing as 11 to 12:30. Okay, so I was a little surprised that now we are going till 1. So if this is the timing that you are looking at, I suggest you update it in the website also. Okay. Other than that, I have nothing else. I think it's been really nice being part of this session generally. And like I said, I came here because I was very curious from the name of the particular club, and it was a privilege being part of this meeting. Over to the Toastmaster of the day. You're on mute, Vikram.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sunil, for that fabulous evaluation session. I think you being a guest as well as an evaluator, I think we enjoyed both the worlds today because of you taking up the role as well. I think none of them used that idiom of the day. I thought I will use it, at least because it very well matches with the role that you played as well as, the way it went well today. And thank you so much for this great evaluation session. I think the tag team members also played a great job. I think Amar took two roles and Niket took 2 roles. I think all the role players have done their best, I would say. Please vote for the auxiliary role players. I think the poll is coming up on the screen. So before I conclude, I'm going to also, conclude my topic, which is the theme. Before I go ahead and conclude this, let me summarize it, what we just did. So I know that all of you are now knowing what is dopamine, what is oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphin. I'm not going to talk much about it. This slide summarizes everything together. So you know that dopamine is nothing but a reward hormone, right? Just remember that whenever you set goals and finish your goals, then your dopamine is on control. And then you have oxytocin, which is love hormone. Then the serotonin, which is a mood stabilizer. And finally, the endorphin, which is a pain and stress fighter. All right. So how do you get your daily dose? Just wake up early in the morning, exercise or meditate. Okay, that way, your body produces endorphin and serotonin by simply waking up early in the morning and doing exercise or meditation. Afternoon, try to, achieve some goals. If you're in office, finish up some emails or any task that you have taken up. And then while you're in the house, coming back from office, talk to your loved ones, your kids, your family members. Sorry. And finally, at night, before you end your day, try to reflect what you did, what went well, and say thank you to things that you had, done well today, or the food that you had, or the good conversations that you had, or simply if you travel by auto, thank that auto driver who took you back safely home, right? So you have every opportunity to thank people around you or the things that you have in your life. By doing all these activities, then you're going to have your daily dose of these hormones in your body. Okay. So coming to the food, I think I'm not going to cover more about foods. All I have to tell you is have healthy food instead of having, junk foods. So I think you should know what are these disruptors of these hormones. If you have a lot of sugar and flour items, try to avoid it. And little of dairy. Don't take too much of dairy like ghee or, cheese or butter or anything too much. And then gluten, which is nothing but, sugar. Right? A lot of gluten that you avoid, I think will also regulate these hormones. Environmental toxins, like if you are in an environment where you are constantly exposed to toxins, then that also affects these hormones. Having a lot of coffee and alcohol and stress and lack of exercise, these are all going to disrupt this hormone secretion in your body. Okay. So simply join Toastmasters if you're already a guest and if you're thinking about joining Toastmasters. I think Toastmasters also gives you a daily dose, at least a weekly dose if you're joining it in a week. Because if you're joining on time, you're taking up roles, and if you're completing your speeches, then naturally you're you're having dopamine secretion. And when you bond with your club members, actually, when you attend contests and you go for on offline sessions, you create that strong bond with your club members and they grow over friends for lifetime. That way you oxytocin also gets secreted. You're gaining confidence by become a good public speaker, which becomes your self-esteem goes high, and then your serotonin hormone also gets secreted, and finally having the joy, right? During the meetings, I think what happens is like you feel happy and you have some good jokes being and you feel happy, then your endorphin also gets secreted. So Toastmasters itself gives you that. So happiness is a habit. So try to cultivate it on a daily basis, and Toastmasters is a perfect place for you to be there. Okay. So with that, I think I come to the end of my team today. Now as a team mod, want to hand over the stage back to the presiding officer, who is nothing but me only. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here with us. And I think Sunil already asked about, he's very curious about what Sattvic Toastmasters is all about. Sattvic Toastmasters is helps people to nurture healthy lifestyle. Our meetings used to be early mornings, like from 7 to 10 a.m. Now, in the interest of people, people want to join late. So we moved the time from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. So we usually meet on Sundays. So I welcome all of you to join all our meetings and be there always. And I think we all enjoyed this meeting and have a great time. So with that, I just hand over. Amar, can we have the poll for the lead role player also?
Yeah, I've launched the poll. And Minda, can we have a group pick? May I request everyone put on camera? Show your heart emoji so that it will be great. Give me a sec. Yeah, done. Thank you. Yeah, Vikram, all polls have completed. I've shared the winners. Maybe you can continue the session.
Yes, let's announce the winners for today. Amar, you're going to share it with me?
Yeah, I've already posted in the chat. Can you see?
1 second. All right. I think it's the time when we announce the winner of this meeting. So we have various winners from different roles. Amar, I think I still did not get it. Oh yeah, I got it. Fine. So first category is the best speaker. I think we had only one speaker today, who's nothing but Toastmaster Kavita. Can we give a big round of applause to our Toastmaster Kavita for delivering that wonderful speech? Thank you so much, Kavita, for being here with us and delivering your experiences as a speech. I truly enjoyed that. And please keep coming back to our club whenever you want to deliver your speeches going forward. And the best auxiliary low role player goes to active listener guest Abhiram. Can we give a big round of applause to guest Abhiram for winning that category? Next, we have the table topic winner, which is again Toastmaster Kavita. Toastmaster Kavita, I think you won the table topic winner. You're the table topic winner as well. And the evaluator winner is Toastmaster Purnachan. Purna, I think you have done a great job in evaluating Kavita's speech, and you are the best evaluator for today. And the active listener for today is Toastmaster Kavita. I think you have three feathers on your hat. Toastmaster Kavita, you are the best winner speaker. You're the active listener as well as the best table topic speaker. And finally, last but not the least, we have the lead role player, the best lead role player. Any guesses? Any guesses?
Vikram.
No, today it is our general evaluator, Toastmaster Sunil Govind. He takes the best lead role player. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sunil, for that wonderful evaluation. You took over the stage and very well did the evaluation for our meeting from end to end. And thank you so much for being here and making our meeting such a memorable one. So with that, I hand over the stage back to our Sergeant at Arms to adjourn the meeting.
Thank you very much, our pre today, Vikram. So thank you very much, all the guests and the club members for joining this meeting and make the meeting so successful. With this, we officially adjourn the meeting. And after this, we can connect for the other topics. Yeah.